They're racing upon this occasion, and on the inside rail, the best to begin is Ronnie, bounced out in advance of Ashen, moving up quickly. Princess Adelaide is just in behind them. Regular Lines, Futurama. Disarray was over to the outside, followed by Hollow, and last of all at this stage of the trip as they make their way to the first crossing would have been Futurama. As they make their way towards the 1800, and on top of the field at this stage of the trip, it was Ronnie, and he was bearing his molars to the breeze a little more than the length in advance of Silent Impact. A length and a quarter further back then is Princess Adelaide, being followed then by Ashen over near the outside. Regular Lines was only 3/4 of a length further back, and Disarray was a length and a half further back. Futurama 3/4 of a length further away, and last of all is Hollow. As they made their way across towards the 1600, and Ronnie was showing them the aluminium, and he was out a length and a half in advance of Silent Impact in second place, and travelling third is Princess Adelaide on the fence. Over near the outside, Ashender's travelling fourth. A length and a quarter further back then would have been Regular Lines, being followed by Disarray, Futurama, and last of all is Hollow. As they made their way towards the 1200, and positions haven't altered to any extent, and it was still Ronnie the leader, leading a length and a half in advance of Silent Impact, going to second place. In third on the fence then is Princess Adelaide, being followed then by Ashen over near the outside. Just behind them then is Regular Lines, 2.5 lengths further back, maybe 2, is Disarray, being followed by Futurama, and he hasn't asked the question yet on Hollow. As they came down the side of the track and made their way down past the 900, and still in sole control of the situation, it was Ronnie. Ronnie a length and a half in advance of the Princess Adelaide, going up quickly. A Silent Impact over near the outside is coming forward. At the head of the others then is Hollow, going around the outside as they came along to make their way around the home corner and settle for the run to the judge. And here's Ronnie on top of the field. Here come the challengers. A Silent Impact is running on, and Hollow down the outside is coming home with a grand run, and Ashender's travelling home very well as well as they got down towards the furlong pole. And here's Ronnie just the leader. Hollow on the outside is rounding them up very quickly. Hollow out in the centre is doing better than Regular Lines. Hollow in front. Here's Ronnie coming again. Hollow in front, and Hollow has won from Ronnie, probably the third Futurama, being followed then by Queen Adelaide. A gap further back as Ashen, then came Regular Lines. A good gap further back behind them then was Silent Impact.
Thank you very much, Jack Styring.
And they're racing this time, and over near the outside, Manapura about to begin. Bounced out in advance of Bell Place, who went up very sharply soon after. Just in behind them then is Mission Statement on the fence, travelling well, and King of Soul is over near the outside. A length and a half further back as Ripcords behind them, being followed then by Riding Master. A gap further back as Manapura got back in the field after beginning well. Faraz is just in behind them, Smash being followed by Zama, and he was last of all. As they made their run to the side of the track, and they've moved in about 9:50 left to run, and travelling well, Bell Place is clear. King of Soul, Grand West is third. Over near the outside is the favourite Zama, rapidly coming into calculations. At the head of the others then is going around the outside. Faraz is there, Riding Master in behind them, and a gap for the back of Smash, and Mission Statement is last of all. Around the turn for home they thunder, and as they made their way into the straight, and Bell Place is out 3 lengths in advance of Grand West. Down the outside running on fairly well as Zama, and here comes Faraz coming from a long way back, but he need to get a hurry on him. He's going to catch this one. Bell Place is going as straight as a gun barrel inside the distance. They're coming at him, but Bell Place is nicely clear. Faraz and over to the outside, Smash is finishing well, and Zama in the centre, but Bell Place was too good, beat Faraz. Maybe Zama, Riding Master there, and Zam were not far away. Over on the outside of those was Smash, and the gap further back then would have been Manapura, being followed by Mission Statement. A long way back in the event, Grand West being followed by Ripcords, and last to greet the judge in the event, unquestionably, would have been King of Soul.
Very easy win there, thanks, Jack, to Bell Place, number 6. Ridden by Robbie Brewer, trained by Anthony Cummings at Randwick, paying $11.30 on the New South Wales Tote. Now, Sport Odds, who are the kind, benevolent sponsors of Sporting Chance, are doing very, very well out of this so far. I mean,
And they're racing like a bag of crabs left in the sun, and one of the best to begin there. The inside rail would have been DR Man, and he's bounced out in advance of travelling quickly. High Life, and on settling down, High Life is the leader. Plea was a length and a quarter further back. Over near the outside, moving up very quickly at this stage of the trip then, probably would have been Pahalia. At the head of the others, then in on the fence, travelling rather nicely then, would have been Straight Proof. A gap further back then is Mr. Jinagola. As they made the run down the side of the track and came towards the 1,000, and High Life is the leader. Pahelia was a length and a quarter further back and travelling generously. A length further back as Plea, and around the outside then came Sir Gainakoa. A gap for the back behind that one then in the centre would have been Omni Jackson, just in behind them then on the inside rail, moving up a Straight Proof, and last at this stage of the journey a Scenic Boom. As they came down just before the corner, about 350 left to run, and High Life was the pilot. Pahelia in second place has moved up very prominently into a good berth, and round the outside then goes Sir Koenig Joa. A gap further back behind them then is Omni Jackson. A gap further back then is Play on the fence, but halfway down the straight, and High Life in front. Over on the outside then coming home with a grand run at this stage of the trip would have been Sir Kainagoa. Sir Kainagoa out after High Life. High Life in front, and High Life is doing better than them, and High Life has beaten Sir Kainagoa. Back in third place then, probably Straight Proof, being followed then on the inside by Plea. Pahelia next, Scenic Boom. Over on the outside of that one then, Straight Proof, and one last to greet the judge in the event would have been on the